All right, we're here for the semifinal game of the Mercy Warrior Classic. Pre-game introductions. First for the Thomas Jefferson Cavaliers. Number 11, he's a sophomore, Will Twist. His brother, a junior, number 12, Jack Twist. Number 30, a cousin of Max Long, a junior, Spencer Long. Number 35 is Jackson Radius. He's a sophomore. And number 40, junior. I said Jackson Radius is a sophomore. He's a junior. Cole Thurman, also a junior, number 40. So pretty young team, no seniors for the Cavaliers.
Well, and we hear they're having a good season so far.
For the Cougars, senior number 3, 5'10", Ben Schumacher. Senior number 4, 5'11", Jaden Smith. Senior number 22, 5'10", Cannon Miller. Junior number 24, 6'1", Broderick Burns. And senior number 25, 6'3", Adam Stanton.
Always a great rivalry against Thomas Jefferson.
I'd like to welcome Alvin Bowen into the booth with me tonight.
Glad to be here. Appreciate the invitation, Brian.
Excited to get this game underway. Thomas Jefferson, a Ozark 7 opponent. We actually face them again on Tuesday. Adam Stanton and Cole Thurman, longtime travel ball teammates.
Ooh.
And the opening tip bounces off Stanton's head and won by the Cavaliers. Ball quickly inside to Thurman. Off the glass, Stanton pulls down the rebound.
Just enough D.
Schumacher with the wild pass ahead to Miller, and off the mark, turnover back to the Cavaliers.
That's all right, good hustle to get us started.
Jack Twist passes to the middle, Schumacher steals. Over to Smith, pulls up from 15. Off the back of the rim, Radius gets the rebound for the Cavaliers. Jack Twist in the middle, picks up the dribble. Over to Will. Into the corner for Radius. Down low for Thurman. Thurman makes a post move and draws the foul. I don't know where the foul call on Cannon Miller. Too strong on the first.
That's as quiet as I've heard of Jim this whole season for a free throw. Could hear a pin drop.
Makes the second. Broderick Burns across the timeline. Will Twist defending. Over to Smith on the right wing. Schumacher comes high. Flips it to Stanton in the key. Stanton turns, thought about the shot, gets it back to Smith. Up top for Schumacher, over to Miller on the left wing. Stanton at the top looking in. Gets it to Smith into the corner for Schumacher. Back up to Stanton at the top. Schumacher drives in. Back to Smith. Stanton open for three on the right wing. And too strong off the pad on the backside of the backboard. Spencer Long hands it off to Jack Twist. Into the corner for Radius. Burns defending. Trying to enter it into Thurman. Stanton denies. Back to Jack. Over to Will on the left wing. Cannon Miller defending. Jack Twist thought about the shot. Schumacher cuts it off. High-low, and foul called on Burns as Radius was under the basket with no room for a shot and gets bailed out.
Goodness, I guess just a little too much touch on the arm. He must have grazed him there.
Never know how they're going to call a game, but if they're going to call these touch fouls, Cougars have to get to the basket.
For sure. Yeah, we need to get to the line ourselves.
Radius misses both free throws. Smith to Burns. Burns to the elbow. Swept away by Radius and will stay Cougars ball. .0 the score. Miller inbounding for the Cougars. To Stanton in the corner. Back to Miller. Over to Burns to Stanton on the right side. Back to Schumacher. Thought about the three. Bounce pass to Miller. Miller into the paint, rises up, and nails it.
That's what we want to see right there.
Jack Twist across to Will. He's able to get there. Double team comes. Will turns into the paint down low. Smith reads it and deflects. Burns comes away with the steal. In a transition, out to Miller. Flips it to Schumacher, but too far ahead. And out of bounds back to the Cavaliers.
Just a little too much hustle. A little too much.
Will Twist ahead to Thurman. Thought about the pass to the middle. Keeps it himself to the glass and puts it in. Inbound stole by Will Twist. And the Cavaliers lead 5-2. Burns gets it to Smith. Stanton inside, rises up from 8. Comes up short, Radius with the rebound for the Cavaliers. Will Twist takes the runner. Burns with the rebound, looking to push. Burns all the way in, back to Stanton for 3 from the top. Off the back rim, Thurman and Smith for the rebound, and Radius gets the loose ball. Out to Spencer Long on the left side, back to Jack Twist at the top. Long puts the dribble down. Over to Jack Twist, drives into the elbow, back to Long. One more to Will on the left wing. Long drives in. Burns tries to draw the foul, no call. Smith gets the shot on the backside rebound. Adam Stanton drives through traffic and gets called for the offensive foul on Radius.
Wow, this Thomas Jefferson defense is better than I expected. Better than I expected based on years past.
Third foul on the Cougars here in the first quarter, 4:27 to play. Will Twist ahead to Radius. Looking inside, and blocking foul called on Smith as Radius gets tripped up.
We just need to settle down a little bit. Passes have been a little hot. Everything's been just a little bit ahead of where we need it.
Thurman tries to sneak through, can't finish as Stanton gets the rebound. Out to Burns, ahead to Schumacher. Schumacher to the glass and in.
Great finish by Schumacher.
Ball across to Will Twist. Smith defending. Jack Twist spins in, rises up. Can't get it to fall. Thurman gets a hand on the rebound, comes loose to Burns.
Great
Burns
team
pushes
effort.
the elbow into the corner for Schumacher for 3. Short, but foul called.
Hey.
And Schumacher will get 3 free throws.
That was a great team effort on that last rebound. Had 3 Cougars all get a hand on that ball to bring it in. It's obviously the hustle it's going to take to get a win here.
Yeah, good aggressive game to start. Schumacher good on the first. Game tied at 5. Tried to get a sub in there on the first free throw, but ref wants him to wait till the ball's back in play on the third. Schumacher good on the second as well. Retakes the lead 6-5. The 3 subs come in the game: Max Long, Brandon Schumacher, and Nolan Stanton. Miller, Smith, and Burns get a break.
All strong players coming off our bench always give us good minutes. Max Long especially had a great showing his last game.
Schumacher good on all 3. Cavaliers back in. That's Mokhtar in the game for the Cavaliers. Twist gets it to Mokhtar, over to Will Twist on the left side. Brandon Schumacher defending. Ben comes up on the double. Jack Twist on the right. Into the corner for Mokhtar. Stanton looking to defend. Cole Thurman with the ball. Max Long defending. Thurman fighting for an angle and finds it. Game tied at 7.
Great battle down there.
Schumacher on the dribble. Looks to go baseline all the way through to Nolan Stanton from the left wing, and he got it.
Yes, sir.
10-7, Mokhtar in the backcourt. Gets it over to Jack Twist. Still in the backcourt. Counts going. Ball ahead. Thurman cut off by Stanton. Picks up the dribble. Wild pass.
Yes.
Nolan Stanton there for the steal. Stanton with the left off the glass and in.
Great finish. Great job staying under control.
Jack Twist splits the double to Thurman in the corner. And Thurman hits the jumper. Schumacher gets it into Brandon Schumacher. Ben with the ball, Jack Twist defending. Over to Nolan Stanton, back to Ben in the middle. Splits it into Adam Stanton at the top. Over to Brandon Schumacher. Puts the dribble down into the double, and foul called on the reach by Jack Twist, I believe it's going to go on as he got a little contact on the arm.
It's exactly what you were talking about earlier. We need to get to the paint, get towards the rim.
Number 34 was Jack's Wisdom. I didn't even realize he was in the game, but he subbed in for Radius. Radius just checked back in the game. Ball inbounds. Ben Schumacher in the backcourt. Over to Stanton. Into Brandon Schumacher on the right side. Up top to Ben. Back to Brandon on the right wing. Stanton at the top of the key. Takes the jumper and nails it.
Great shot. Now we're pulling away just a little bit. 5-point lead.
Mokhtar, got away with the travel. Puts the dribble down after lifting this pivot foot. Will Twist into Radius. Radius rises up, and nice shot off the glass. 14-11. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Ben Schumacher dribbling. Gets it to Stanton. Stanton gets the dribble down to the elbow, rises up, kicks it to the corner. Nolan Stanton for three. Max Long on the backside fighting for the rebound with Radius. Long pulls it down, flares it to the top to Nolan. Adam Stanton drives into the left on the block and lost away. Deflected by the Cavaliers, will stay Cougars ball.
All right.
Smith and Burns checking in. Adam Stanton and Ben Schumacher get into first break.
Thomas Jefferson coach is obviously not really happy with that call, but I'm excited.
Yeah, hard to tell who that really went off of. Obviously, Adam lost it somehow, so I assume it was touched at least.
For sure.
Burns at the top.
It was a tough call, but the referees did agree.
Brandon Schumacher open for three. It's strong. Nolan Stanton gets the offensive rebound. Burns from 15. Rims around and out, and Thurman pulls down the rebound for the Cavaliers. Into the corner for Radius. Finds Thurman cutting. Long picks him up. Double team comes. Long tears the ball away.
Yes, sir.
And jump ball. Cougars have the arrow.
Max Long, that's what we need right down there. Way to be tough.
Connor Perry checking in the game as Brandon Schumacher subs out. Smith over to Nolan Stanton. Back to Jaden Smith. Across the timeline to Perry. Perry on the right side gets doubled. Has plenty of height to get that over the wall. Smith over to Burns. 45 seconds left. Smith at the elbow. Kicks it to the corner for Stanton. Back to Burns on the left wing. Smith waiting in the short corner. He finds him. Smith rises up from 15 and nails it.
Beautiful shot. Great rhythm.
Back to a 5-point lead for the Cougars. Quickly ahead. Radius back up top to Mokhtar. Jack Twist being defended by Jaden Smith. Over to Will Twist. Nolan Stanton defending. 16 seconds to play. Jack Twist loses it into the backcourt. That's over and back, and they missed it. Mokhtar. Twist gets the blocking call drawn on Long with 3 seconds remaining, and that's the 5th foul. Will Twist will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Strong defense down there by Max. Just a little too strong according to the referee.
Twist good on the first. Number 23, that's Simon Studer checking in the game for the Cavaliers. Jack Twist taking a break the last 3 seconds here of the quarter. Makes both free throws. 3 seconds to play. Burns looking for an option. Gets it into Smith. Smith rises up for 3 and off the front of the rim. That does it for the first quarter. Cougars leading 16-13.
Great hustle to get it down there and get a good attempt. Cougars are keeping it exciting.
End of first. Sorry, my graphics said end of third there to start. Yeah, we had a few aggressive pass turnovers early in transition. Ben threw one away to Cannon. Cannon returned the favor. But Cougars are playing fast. That's the press by the Cavaliers is allowing us to do that. That's the style we like to play. A fast tempo, I think, suits us well.
For sure. Always going to be to our advantage. Again, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Thomas Jefferson's defense better than I expected, especially early in the first, but we seem to be finding a few cracks in there now, making our way in.
Caleb Dennis has checked in the game as Max Long takes a seat to start the second quarter. The Cavaliers have the arrow. All right, second quarter underway. Spencer Long, dangerous pass, gets it over to Will Twist. Into the corner for Jack Twist for three. Fight for the rebound. Thurman comes away with it and gets the foul. Burns over to Nolan Stanton. Into the corner for Smith. Back to Stanton. Looks in. Gets it back to Smith on the left wing. Stanton kicks to Burns. Burns looking for the flashing Dennis. Dennis at the elbow. Burns looking to enter, plays the bounce pass in. Dennis able to face, flips it to Perry. Perry into the corner for Smith. Back to Stanton. Over to Burns on the left wing. Burns drives in, and Thurman gets the block, but foul called. And like we said early, if they're going to call those fouls, Cougars just got to get to the basket because that's not much of a foul.
No, he got him a little bit on the forearm, but it was well contested. But if it's going to have to lean one way, Brian, might as well be for the Cougars.
Burns good on the first. Makes both free throws.
Very nice.
And it's a 3-point lead for the Cougars. Spencer Long, Jack Twist. Double team comes, Burns gets a hand on it. Able to get it back to Long. Over to Will Twist in the corner. Actually on the left wing, picks up the dribble. The ball back to Jack. Back to Will. Across for Long. Long, good hands. Able to secure that and bring it down and put it in.
Big play for Thomas Jefferson.
Burns gets poked away from behind. I'll head to Will Twist, and the Cavaliers have taken the lead. Burns into the short corner for Perry. Back to Smith. Burns drives in, ball gets slapped away.
I think Broderick took a little shot to the head there.
Nolan Stanton thought about the three at the top.
A little rough play.
And offensive foul called on Stanton. Some discussion here. All right, so Coach Harrell was asking for a timeout.
Well, great timing.
And good communication by the refs if that's what he had to come over and discuss it. And
for sure, appreciate him stepping forward. Sometimes that's not easy to do. And that's exactly what you would like out of your officials. So appreciate the blue tonight. Well, the pace is still fast, and I don't think we quite have an answer for the TJ defense. Man, it's just still strong so far. Going to be exciting to see the Cougars work this out.
Yeah, what we watched on Tuesday was the Cavaliers weren't very good on the defensive glass. That's where Sarcoxy really got their points in the first half. Cougars are a little bit tentative, I'd say, to shoot the ball. They've done a lot of shot fakes from the perimeter and then drive in and get stuck. Stanton, back to Miller. Over to Schumacher on the right side. Schumacher dribbles to the middle, flips it to Stanton for three. Off the back of the rim, Radius there for the rebound. Will Twist flips it to Thurman. Thurman faces, Schumacher defending. Will Twist drives in, kicks it back to Jack. All the way across for Long. Inside for Radius. Radius looking for an angle, and he gets called for the travel.
I'll say that number 40, Thurman, has been quite a factor in the game. He's a big presence down there in the paint.
Burns looks baseline, spins on the block, and floats it in.
Wow, great finish, man. Way to not quit on that.
Jack Twist ahead to Thurman. Thurman to Long. Long floats it. Comes up short. Stanton out on the break.
Great defense by Ben Schumacher. On a big man at that.
Schumacher into the corner for Miller. Back to Schumacher for three. And he got it.
Let's go.
Twist into Thurman. Thurman turnaround jumper. Burns there for the rebound.
Good. Cougars back to a 4-point lead and got a stop.
Over to Schumacher on the right side. Back to Burns at the top. Cougars around the perimeters. Stanton on the left. Schumacher at the top into Burns at the elbow. Takes the jump shot too strong. Schumacher's able to knock it out to Miller. Miller baseline, loses the handle, and Thurman's there for the steal.
Great effort by Ben. We didn't quite come up with it, but great effort. Way to crash the boards.
Will Twist over to Long on the left side. Jack Twist looks inside for Radius, defended by Stanton. And a nice finish by Radius, Jackson Radius. Stanton floats it up to Burns, swept away from behind by Jack Twist. And Twist, nice finish off the glass. Burns just has to be more secure with that dribble when there's a guy trailing. Schumacher fumbles the ball, gets it back to Smith. Smith loses the handle, and Jack Twist steals. All the way in, back to Thurman, spins. Double team comes, kicks it back to Long from the top for three. And air ball out of bounds back to the Cougars, game tied at 23. Nolan Stanton checking in for Broderick Burns. Stanton will inbound.
Good. Hoping to see a momentum shift off this air ball.
Ball into Adam. Back to Nolan. Cannon Miller still in the backcourt, crosses. Gets it back to Nolan. Miller on the left side. Smith on the right. Back to Miller at the top. Smith turns from the elbow. Too strong, Stanton there for the rebound. Spin, tough shot from the block. And can't get it to fall. Thurman with the rebound for the Cavaliers.
That wingspan Thurman has is soaking up those rebounds.
Will Twist puts the dribble down. Gets it back to Jack from the top for three. Too strong. Cannon Miller pulls down the rebound and draws the foul. I believe that's going to go against Radius.
Great board. Great board.
That's Radius' first foul. And the Cavaliers want a timeout, game tied at 23.
Well, we're in a battle here.
Yeah, I think what the Cavaliers have done well so far is they're taking away the passing lanes in transition for the Cougars. They had those two early throwaways, but there's just not much opportunity. I think the Cougars could do a better job of getting that first pass outlet after a defensive rebound so that they're not running up the middle of the court. That's a hard passing angle.
For sure, and that's usually one of our strong suits, so I think we'll find that rhythm as the game goes along.
Cannon Miller on the left side in the front court. Jack Twist defending. Miller jump stop, rises up. Thurman pulls down the rebound.
At some point, we're going to have to get a body on Thurman and distract him momentarily. Otherwise, he's going to have 20 rebounds tonight.
Ball's loose. Nolan Stanton picks up the loose ball out to Adam. Adam across to Smith. Jaden Smith rises up from 12 and nails the jump shot.
Very smooth.
Ball inside to Thurman at the elbow. Schumacher defending. Thurman looking for an option, kicks it back to Jack Twist. Thought about the three. Over to Mokhtar. One more to Will. Will takes a three from the corner, and he got it.
Big
1 point
shot.
lead now for the Cavaliers. Smith, bounce pass into Stanton, elbow jumper, and Mokhtar gets the rebound for the Cavaliers. 1:12 left, 1:15, I'm sorry, left in the second quarter. Cavaliers with the 1 point lead. Ball into the top of the key. Jack Twist for three from the right wing. Too strong, Smith backside rebound, looking for an outlet. Gets it to Stanton. Adam Stanton. Back to Smith. Into the corner for Schumacher. Schumacher dribbles back to the top. Smith goes for, Twist goes for the steal. Bounce pass into Miller. Back to Smith. Nolan Stanton, one more to Adam. Adam looking all the way across for Schumacher, corner three. Comes up short, long rebound to Radius. Radius, dangerous pass, and Smith got a hand on it. I don't know that it would have stayed in play if Smith didn't touch it.
Great hustle by Jaden Smith all the same. I agree. Might have been best to let it go, but his hustle took over.
Mokhtar inbounding, gets it into Radius. Foul call before the shot.
Yeah.
As Nolan Stanton slapped down on him.
Yeah, Nolan was just out of position, did the best he could, but from where he was positioned, that was always going to be a foul.
That's the first foul of the quarter on the Cougars. Hunter Marsh checking in, 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Mokhtar on the left wing, into Will Twist in the corner. Drives in, gets it to Jack. Adam Stanton reaches in and steals.
Let's go 25 seconds, a chance to take the lead before half.
Smith back to Miller. Over to Smith on the right wing. Stanton to Miller. Back to Schumacher, 10 seconds. Stanton all the way in with the left. Rolls around and in.
Great finish with the left hand.
1 second, Jack Twist at the buzzer. And off the backboard, Cougars go into the halftime with the 1 point lead.
Man, exciting finish. Great effort by Adam Stanton to finish with that left hand, give the Cougars the lead going in for halftime. There's something strangely satisfying about going in 1 point up instead of 1 point down.
Yeah. All right, 10 minutes on the halftime clock, and we are running, so we'll go ahead and take an audio break here and be back for the start of the second half. All right, we're back, ready for the third quarter. Cougars have the arrow. Back to the starting 5. Looks like for both squads.
Cougars lead 27-26, up by 1. Let's keep going in the right direction.
Schumacher on the left wing. Stanton flashes to the elbow, turns, gets into the paint, down low for Smith, rises up, and a nice jump shot by Jaden Smith.
Here, Coach Harrell yelling half, half, half.
Jack Twist dribbles it right off his foot and out of bounds. He looked up for the pass across the middle and just got caught kicking it away.
Yeah, that's rare for him.
Ball into Burns. The Cavaliers still pressing. Miller splits it to Smith. Into Stanton, tough attempt, and nice finish by Adam Stanton off the glass.
Great finish, great finish.
Will Twist goes baseline, draws the foul, but called on the floor. Did that go against Jaden?
I believe so, yes.
That's his second foul. Spencer Long inbounding. Ball inside. And kick called on Burns will stay Cavaliers ball underneath.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Broderick had great position. Was definitely fighting strong down there.
Spencer Long subs out. Mokhtar in the game for the Cavaliers. Will Twist corner 3. Off the back of the rim. Cole Thurman gets the offensive rebound. Can't get it to fall, but Mokhtar gets it back. Real strong off the glass. Goes again. Adam Stanton finally able to clear. Gets it out to Miller. Cougars looking to push.
It's a
Floats
big
it ahead
stop.
to Smith. Into the corner for Burns. Burns in the short corner for Smith. Back to Stanton from 15. And gets the roll. Mokhtar over to Will Twist on the right side. Gets the dribble back to the middle. Jack Twist rises up from 8. Off the back rim. Stanton there to fight for it. Falls to Schumacher. Schumacher pushes ahead to Miller. Miller off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Schumacher comes in. And ball on the end line will go back to the Cavaliers.
Great effort. Whole sequence started with a really, really strong rebound by Adam Stanton at the opposite end of the court.
Ball ahead to Radius. Will Twist, trapped by Schumacher and Miller. Picks up the dribble, is able to split through, wild pass, nobody's there, and turnover back to the Cougars.
Good, gritty defense by the Cougars. That's what we need. That turnover definitely a result of the pressure that the Cougars are putting on Thomas Jefferson.
Burns slows it up to avoid the trap, gets it to Schumacher on the left side. Bounce pass to Stanton at the elbow. To Schumacher, corner, has baseline, kicks it back to Miller at the top for 3, and he got it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the Cougars bench is pumped up. They're excited. 10-point lead, finally breaking loose here.
9 straight points to start the third quarter for the Cougars to extend the lead to 10.
9-0 run makes me happy.
Take a look at that last sequence by the Cougars. As Schumacher had baseline, kicks it out to Miller for a wide open 3 from the top.
One more pass, man, one more pass. Great look.
One of my favorite things to look at on replay is Miller Long on the bench, reaction to made 3s.
Yes.
He never disappoints.
No, he does not. We had excitement by coaches at both ends of the bench. Coach Harrell was pretty excited on that one too.
Yeah, that's a big 3 for the Cougars to make it a 10-point lead. Obviously, the Cavaliers know what they're doing. They called the timeout. They're going to get back in sorts.
Definitely. They're feeling that momentum shift, and they want to stop that. They want to shut it down.
Mokhtar over to Will Twist on the right side. Still in the backcourt. Jack Twist loses the handle. Back in the backcourt.
Backcourt. Great call. Great call. Good eye by the referee. He was right there on it.
Twist just got going a little too quick and took his eye off the ball.
Cougars doing a good job taking care of the ball, being extra careful.
Burns across the timeline, being defended by Will Twist. Picks up the dribble at the top of the key into the corner for Stanton. Adam Stanton to the elbow, back to Burns. Burns from 18. Schumacher comes in, pulls down the rebound, off the glass and in.
Wow, what a rebound by Ben Schumacher. He was flying on that one.
Jack Twist gets to Will, baseline drive, across, Burns steals, throws it in. Mokhtar there to get it back. Radius can't get it to fall, and Thurman follows.
Great follow-up shot by Thurman. I'm none too
Smith. Into the corner for Schumacher. Thought about the three, gets it to Stanton. Ball deflected by Will Twist. Twist and Stanton, and jump ball called.
Oh wow! I think that jump ball was called a bit too quick. Adam Stanton had great position there. Feel like that rebound was his. The whistle came quickly. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean the point of the jump ball is to say if they can't without undue hardness, undue roughness. So if he's able to tear it away, then it's you let it play.
I feel like he had position and tore it away in half a second or less.
2 baskets by the Cavaliers to get the lead back to 8. Schumacher on the left side, into Smith at the top of the key. Smith rises up and nails the jumper.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. He's had about 3 or 4 shots just like that, in rhythm, very smooth.
Real Twist trying to get through, and James Smith gets called for the blocking foul. That's Smith's 3rd foul. Just got to keep those feet active. He's getting wide, but then he's moving his hands rather than his feet to stay in guarding position.
For sure. I think part of that might be due to the fact that he's guarding such a small guard, smaller in stature. He's trying to get low to get his hands active.
Thurman, nice runner, and back to 8-point lead. Stanton to Miller across the timeline. Miller over to Burns on the left. Burns at the extended elbow, over to Schumacher on the left wing. Flings it over to Miller. Smith on the right. Back to Burns. Burns, tough attempt, and draws the foul called on the floor.
Was a little bit surprised to see that called on the floor. Could see it going either way, but I sure thought he was actively trying to get to the rim, so I was hoping to see him get to the free throw line.
Perry Long and Nolan Stanton checking the game for the Cougars. Mokhtar out as number 23 Studer checks in. Nolan Stanton gets it into Adam. Over to Ben on the left side. Looks in for Long. It's not there, back to Stanton at the top. Will Twist tightly defending. Connor Perry on the right wing. Perry back to Stanton for 3, and it's good.
Got it. Wide open shot. Again, great ball movement by the Cougars.
Studer floats it to Twist. Twist to the glass. Schumacher flies in for the rebound. Over the top for Adam Stanton. Stanton looking baseline. Tough jumper from the corner.
Great
Max
rebound
long
by
offensive
Max.
rebound and puts it back.
Let's go.
Studer over to Jack Twist into the corner for Radius. Thurman turned around. Oh, man, that was all the way down and came back out.
It was. It rimmed out. He has to be disappointed in that one.
Nolan Stanton. Over to Connor Perry on the left side. Stanton at the top. Ball deflected by Will Twist. And Stanton gets called for the foul. Will Twist will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Will Twist seemed to hit the ground hard, but I don't feel like Nolan Stanton was hard on him. Little undue drama there in my mind.
Nolan Stanton did a great job moving his feet, staying in front. He contested the ball.
Very much so.
And he got the foul called because Twist went in the air. Obviously, when you jump you get extra protection, but if Stanton contested that without making contact with the ball, he probably doesn't get the foul.
For sure. Still played it well, as probably as good as you can hope to do in that
Dangerous
position.
pass stolen away by Spencer Long.
Oh.
And foul called on the Cougars, I believe. I don't know who it's on. Goes against Max Long.
Wow, loose ball. I'm a little bit surprised by that. But the officials were in good position. I'm sure they saw something that was legitimate there.
11-point lead now for the Cougars. Radius inbounding, Max Long and Cole Thurman working on that low block. Schumacher denying the entry. They get it into Twist. That's Will Twist. Over to Studer. Thurman at the elbow. Puts the dribble down. Thurman looking for an angle. Kicks it out to Will Twist for three. And fighting on the floor. Let's see if we can see what that was.
He called the foul on Adam Stanton.
I wasn't able to grab that replay. That's the 5th foul.
There's some discussion going on here between the officials. Brian, any idea what they're discussing? What do you think this discussion's about?
Who the foul was on. So.
Oh, okay.
Number 30, Spencer Long, was definitely the one on the floor after the rebound. So I don't know what their decision was to call it on Studer being the shooter.
I don't either.
It's always crazy when they discuss it to change it to the wrong thing.
Right.
Back to a single-digit lead, 9 points. Nolan Stanton back to Adam in the middle. Stanton on the right wing. A lot of contact there on the arms.
I've noticed a lot of contact by Thomas Jefferson against the Cougars the last 3 or 4 possessions.
Stanton across to Schumacher, open for three. Off the front of the rim, Long fighting for the rebounds, able to grab it. Kicks it to Adam Stanton in the corner for three. Nolan Stanton flies in, and ball out of bounds will stay Cougars.
Correctly called, correctly called. Good eyes by the official there. You always hold your breath a little bit, hoping that the referee gets the right call.
Connor Perry into Ben Schumacher at the top. Over to Nolan Stanton. Thought about the three that takes the shot fake. Adam at the elbow, back to Nolan in the corner. Looks for an option, gets it up to Ben to reset. Stanton on the left wing. Looking for the cutter, finds Perry. Perry bounce pass into Long. Spencer Long, the cousin of Max Long, knocks it away. Stay Cougars ball underneath.
Great position by Perry. I think I would have liked to have seen him just go ahead and shoot that shot from the middle of the paint. And I see Coach Harrell giving him the green light, saying that.
Offensive foul call on Max Long on the box out. Roderick Burns and James Smith at the table to check in. Schumacher and Stanton, Adam Stanton will take a break. Jack Twist checking back in for Studer. 1:30 left in the third, 9-point lead for the Cavaliers. I'm sorry, for the Cougars. Cavaliers with the ball. Jack Twist picks up the dribble. Trap comes, and Burns.
Oh. Wow. Really active hands by the Cougars. I'm a little bit surprised by that call. Even with some of the touchy fouls that have been called, I'm a little bit surprised, especially with how active the Cavaliers have been with their hands on the perimeter on the other end of the court. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yep. Jack Twist at the line for two. Too strong on the first. That's a long rebound, though. Cougars have to be aware of this offensive rebounding opportunity.
Yeah, good point.
Makes the second. Ball quickly in. Burns bounce pass to Smith. Over to Connor Perry on the left side. Burns splits to the elbow. Over to Smith. Ball deflected. Good hands by Smith to recover that. Back to Burns. Smith on the left wing.
No doubt Thomas Jefferson is keeping the pressure on.
Stanton gets it to Smith. Driving in. To the short corner. Kicks it back to Perry. Perry good rip through. Back to Nolan Stanton at the top. Perry wants the three from the left wing. Air ball. Spencer Long gets the rebound.
Wow, a lot of air under that ball. I thought it was going to be a good shot, just a bit off.
Spencer Long over to Will Twist into the corner for Radius. Jackson Radius faces back to Will. Over to Jack. Into the corner, Burns there, knocks it away.
Good.
It'll stay a Cavaliers ball.
Great hustle by Broderick Burns.
Ball into Jack Twist. Kicks it back to Studer for three. And his own air ball. Burns able to save it.
Oh.
A little too hard as he throws it in. Down low. Radius looking for an angle off the bottom of the backboard. And Radius commits the foul as Smith was getting out in transition.
Great job staying strong by Jaden. Controlling his body, controlling his dribble. Always fun to see him play. Very athletic.
Stanton, Ben Schumacher, and Cannon Miller back in for the last 10 seconds of the third quarter.
Have some three-point shooters in the game here.
But ball to Schumacher, to Miller at the top. Over to Smith for three. Yes!
Yes, sir. Buzzer beater to end the third. A big momentum push leaving the third period.
Good patience by the Cougars.
No doubt. They used every second. They used every second. All right, an 11-point lead now. Got a little bit of a buffer. Just going to have to take care of the ball. Thomas Jefferson's not letting up at all. Their pressure on the perimeter, especially by the Twist brothers, is consistent. And as I said earlier, Brian, before the game started, the Twist brothers, man, big cardio tanks. They don't get tired. Both cross-country runners. They don't need a lot of rest. You commented earlier at the end of one of the periods that one of the Twist brothers sat for the last 3 seconds and then was back in. The 3 seconds is the amount of rest he needed to be ready to go again. So much respect to them and their athleticism. They use it well. But Cougars are staying strong, and they've overcome so far. 11-point lead.
So Cougars will get the arrow to start the fourth quarter as well. And we're underway in the fourth quarter. Ben Schumacher on the left side. Flashes to Stanton. Stanton all the way to the glass. Ball deflected by Thurman. And I think that's going to go against, it goes against Cole Thurman.
Probably a smart foul by Thurman. Adam had won that battle. He was fixing to shoot an easy layup, so they're going to make him earn it now. And he does.
Stanton gets the roll on the first. .12-point lead for the Cougars, equaling their largest lead of the night. Makes both free throws. 13-point lead. Twist picks up the dribble, gets it to Studer in the backcourt. Gets it over to Will Twist as he's able to cross ahead. Trap comes. Twist loses the handle. Smith there to steal. Smith, tough attempt. Backside,
wow.
And Schumacher gets over the top of Twist and lands on his back.
Great effort, great elevation by Ben. He just happened to land on the other player, that's all.
Cougars in that three-quarter court trap. Studer picks up the dribble, looking back, gets it to Jack Twist. Gets through the double, down low for Thurman, and Thurman puts it in. Quickly out to Smith. Jaden Smith to Burns at the top. Back to Smith, into the corner for Stanton for a long two, and it's good.
Yes, Cougars doing what the Cougars do. They're starting to open it up late in the second half here.
Twist gets away with a double dribble.
Yes, he does.
Gets it over to Jack Twist on the right side. Studer back to Will Twist on the left. Studer at the top, thought about the three, gets it to Radius on the right side. Back to Studer. Will Twist looking on the left wing. Drives it and kicks it to the corner for Jack for three. Off the back of the rim, fight for the rebound. Burns able to pull it down. Burns pushing to the glass, draws a foul, and can't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Great effort, great rebound by Broderick, and Adam Stanton was right there working for that rebound with him at the other end of the court. Either one of them could have come up with that. Started a great sequence.
Rims around and out on the first. Slight delay as they're letting Will Twist get his shoe tied.
Was just commenting to some other fans before this game started. I've seen a lot of shoe tying in this tournament, more so than normal.
Ball back in. Will Twist all the way to the glass, draws the foul and the finish. And I guess that's all he needed was to get that shoe tied.
That's right. Okay, he got that 3 seconds of rest and he was ready to go.
Twist makes the and one free throw. Burns to Miller on the left side, back to Burns. Splits it to Stanton, over to Miller on the left wing, into the corner for Schumacher. Bounce pass to Stanton, rises up from 10. And Stanton gets the roll. Radius into the paint, good jump stop and finish. Cougars pushing, Burns ahead to Smith. Smith back to Miller, into Smith in the corner, wants the quick three. Schumacher flies in, gets a hand on it, but can't secure the rebound. And Studer able to clear. Will Twist in the corner. Ball deflected by Stanton, stolen by Smith. Up ahead to Miller. Miller across for Burns. Burns gets him on his back. And he should have just thrown that in the air as he had him on the back so he could have got the free throws. But
no doubt. I think that's probably what he's thinking right now. I will say that that TJ player did fall right on top of him. he probably was thinking about preserving himself. I am glad that he lowered his head.
Miller into Smith. Back up to Miller. Over to Burns. To Stanton at the elbow. Tries to flip it to Burns. Poked away by the Cavaliers. Thurman gets the steal and foul called on Burns. Third foul on the Cougars here in the fourth quarter. 11-point lead, 55-44. Cougars in the 3-2 zone. Will Twist dribbling, gets it to Jack, tries to split the double, running jump stop, and can't get it to fall. Jaden Smith with the rebound.
Strong rebound by Jaden Smith. He had to hold on for that one. A lot of contact coming at him.
Adam Stanton gets into the short corner for Schumacher, out to Miller for three, and it's good.
Big shot. Let's go, Cougars. The crowd's into it.
Largest lead of the night, 14 points for the Cougars.
I feel like Thomas Jefferson maybe is slowing just a little bit on that perimeter defense.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. The Cougars are doing such a good job. I can tell it's an intentional plan for the Cougars to split that initial perimeter and take those 15-foot jumpers, and it's really opening up the outside for kicks for open shooters.
It is for sure, and not only are they getting to their spot, but the shots are falling as well. A lot of great athletes on this Cougar squad. They're exciting to watch. Four minutes, 57 seconds to hold on. I think the momentum is on the Cougar side. I think they might even be able to stretch this lead just a bit more. Let everybody breathe easy maybe these last few minutes.
Spencer Long inbounding. Long over to Jack Twist, picks up the dribble, gets it back to Long in the middle. Ball thrown right into Cannon Miller's chest. He's able to get it back. Radius tries to spin, and defended by Adam Stanton. I don't know where the foul was there.
I don't either. Adam positioned himself very well and played very conservative defense there. I'm sure in an effort to not get a foul.
Can't get the and one to fall. And we're back out running. Stanton in the corner. Rises up from 15, too strong. Spencer Long with the rebound for the Cavaliers.
Adam followed his shot. Great hustle.
Will Twist into the corner for Spencer Long. Inside to Thurman. Schumacher doubles with Stanton. Thurman travels. Ball back to the Cougars.
Let's go. Good defense, gritty defense by the Cougars. Generates this turnover.
Stanton to Miller. Ahead to Burns. Miller on the left wing. Over to Stanton at the top. Will Twist comes up to defend. Schumacher on the right side. Ball deflected. Burns able to keep it in the front court. Schumacher bounced to Stanton from 18. Too strong. Deflected by Long. And out of bounds will stay Cougars ball. Cannon Miller gets it into Schumacher. Over to Burns at the top. Burns drives in, kicks to Smith. Cross for Miller. Miller thought about the three, gets into the 2-point distance and misses the jump shot. Ball back to the Cavaliers.
Too strong. He took his time, but just had a little too much power on it.
Radius being defended by Burns, finds Long on the slip. And easy basket, 10-point lead. Will Twist steals the that was Jack Twist stealing the inbound. Will Twist in the paint. Back to Jack. Burns from behind. And foul called from the center.
Wow. Interesting to me. I never like to see when the referee on the baseline that's literally 2 steps from the play doesn't blow a whistle, and then a referee from a long way looking through many bodies does. Probably one of my greatest frustrations in the game sometime.
Good on the first. That's Stanton's 4th foul.
Yep.
Max Long checking in for him. Cougars got real tentative on their last 2 possessions. You know, you made the mention we want to hang on. I want to extend because once you start trying to hang on, then you give it back.
Yes, great point.
Jack Twist makes both free throws, and it's back to an 8-point lead. Burns inbounds to Smith. Smith loses the handle. Twist gets on the floor. Ball floated into the corner for Jack. Wants the 3 off the rim. Fight for the rebound. Burns able to come away with it.
Wow. A lot of touches there, a lot of touches there.
Schumacher to the glass. Well, what a finish.
Great finish by Ben Schumacher. He never disappoints.
Foul on the floor on Jaden Smith, and that's the 5th foul. Actually, that's the 6th foul, but it will be bonus free throws for.
Unfortunately, and still 2:32 to go in the 4th, so it's a lot of defense left to play in the bonus. Like you said, we're going to have to push hard on offense, take care of the ball, and maybe be a little more careful if we can be. Sometimes it doesn't seem to make any difference whether we're careful or we're not, so maybe we just need to stay gritty and see what happens.
Yeah, when you play careful, you end up not taking shots and instead of getting turnovers.
Sure, I'm talking but defensively.
Long, good rebound outlet to Miller. Back to Miller at the top.
But you're right, we have to push hard here. I think
timeout by the Cougars.
I think Coach Harrell's thinking the same way you are. He wants to talk it over and get this offensive momentum back going in the right direction. Looks like Adam Stanton's going to check back in.
Well, good job by Max Long eating some minutes there for Stanton to kind of clear things up. Let's take a look back at that layup by Schumacher. I don't know how he made that.
Wow, really tough finish. I mean, man, if he doesn't put the English on it with that inside right hand, that ball has no chance of getting in there.
All right, sideline inbound for the Cougars after the timeout. Back to the starting 5. Smith into the backcourt for Schumacher. Back to Burns. Jack Twist comes up to defend. Bounce pass over to Smith on the right side. Into Stanton from the elbow. Off the front rim. Smith, good rebound.
Great rebound. Oh.
Ball, sloppy throw. Jack Twist steals. Twist all the way in, and a nice finish. Back to an 8-point lead.
All credit to Thomas Jefferson. They're not
Stanton
going away.
The 3, gives it to Smith from 15. Yes.
Nice shot. There's that smooth baseline jumper by Jaden Smith again.
Twist to the elbow, down low for Long. Off the rim, nice defending by Stanton and pulls down the rebound. 1:30 to play. Jack Twist goes for the sweep. Burns gets through it, rises up from 12, and another made basket by the Cougars.
Back to a 12-point lead. This is what we need.
Jack Twist over to Will on the left wing. Into the corner for Long. Thurman trying to get position. Back to Jack Twist on the right side. Twist spins off the back of the rim. Smith and Long, and off the Cougars will stay Cavaliers ball.
I think the Cougars are sensing this offensive momentum that's going to be required that you're talking about. They're doing a good job right now.
Will Twist loses his footing. Stanton comes away with a steal. Miller in the corner, Stanton on the right wing, back to Miller for 3 in the corner. Got it!
Yes, sir. Huge shot, huge momentum.
Radius finds an angle through and a nice finish. Timeout by the Cavaliers.
I love the shot selection by Cannon Miller. I love the no fear, right? The shot was open and he took it, giving us a good bit of momentum.
Take a look at that last basket by Miller. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the one by Radius. As Radius found that step through, that's a tough finish off the glass.
That is a tough finish. Great defensive position by the Cougars. Just a great offensive take. And here's that shot by Cannon Miller. And massive momentum with 41 seconds to go.
That did put us at 67 points. Don't know if that means anything to you guys out there in YouTube world.
All of the parents with children in the room are upset with you right now, Brian. They don't want to hear any of that.
All right, 13-point lead. Cougars inbounding with the baseline to run after the made basket.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Cougars stay tough and bring this home.
Burns walking it up. Over to Jaden Smith. Back to the middle. Cannon Miller on the right side. Across for Burns. Burns at the elbow. Back out. 25 seconds to play. Studer defending. Kicks it to Miller. 15 seconds to play. And the Cavaliers with that 13-point deficit are going to let the clock run.
Great game by the Cougars, man. Started out very, very close competition. Very, very gritty defense by Thomas Jefferson. And the Cougars just had to push through until it broke open.
Yeah, that 9-point run to start the third quarter. Really the Cougars made the basket to end the half to take the 1-point lead. And then they came out that third quarter and just got that 10-point cushion and really held that the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's almost like they took that 1-point lead, that little bit of momentum from the end of the first half, and just really pushed that into the third.
All right, so we'll be back here at 4:30 on Saturday for the championship game against Greenwood, a Greenwood team that looked like they couldn't miss against Golden City earlier tonight.
They played extremely well. They were an exciting team to watch. And that's saying something because Golden City was coming off of a huge win against our host team, the McCauley Warriors, where Golden City looked like they couldn't miss the game before.
Yeah.
So it was exciting to watch that game, and it's definitely going to be a great championship for the Cougars.
In other news, we have JV at 9.
Yes.
And then again, there's a doubleheader, so either they play right again at, is it 9 or 9:30 the game starts?
I think it's at 9.
And then so I think it's an 11 o'clock or a 12:30 for the second game.
That's exactly right. So,
JV
tournament going on in Jasper. We have the Varsity McCauley tournament going on here. So it's going to be a busy day of basketball. I know for my family, between my junior high basketball player and my varsity player, we had 11 basketball games this week. So it's been a fun week of basketball at New Heights.
And junior high is in action tomorrow night at the New Heights East
home
campus.
Yes, against Lockwood.
Against Lockwood. Okay, that should be a good game.
It always is. Lockwood never disappoints when they come to play. So it's a bit of rivalry, especially for those 7th graders on that 7th, 8th grade junior high team. Lockwood is a big rivalry, so I know a lot of those junior high guys are excited about tomorrow night.
All right, well, we'll send you through the second half recap as we close out. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, Brian.